This looks bad for Kia and Hyundai and potential buyers of their vehicles. Dozens of insurance companies have filed a lawsuit demanding reimbursement for the cost of repairing or replacing their vehicles after a theft spree that started as a social media stunt last year. Somehow word got out that some Hyundai and Kia models sold in the U.S. until 2021 were not fitted with an immobilizer, allowing crooks to use a simple USB cable to start the car and simply drive off. However, of course, thieves had to get in the vehicle to begin with, and how they do that? Usually breaking the window, which causes interior trim damage, and now insurance companies want to be paid back by Hyundai and Kia for everything they have spent on repairs and cars that have been stolen and couldn't be recovered. This is huge. Liberty Mutual, Nationwide, American Family, and 65 other auto insurers, which comprise only a fraction of the country's insurance companies, have paid out nearly $200 million so far and are estimating a total payout of over $300 million. So in total, it is said that this social media stunt, which started on TikTok, might end up costing the U.S. insurance industry up to $600 million, seeing how 8.3 million vehicles made by the two car brands lack an engine immobilizer, 3.8 million Hyundai, 4.5 million Kia. According to the lawsuit, which was filed at the U.S. District Court in Orange County, California in March, replacing windows and repairing steering columns after an attempt to break into a vehicle and hotwire its ignition often costs an insurer more than $3,000. The court case adds that if the vehicle was taken on joyrides or used to damage public property, the cost for the insurance company rises to over $10,000, while a total loss can be as much as $20,000. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, which enforces vehicle safety standards in the U.S., does not require a starter system to use an immobilizer specifically. At the same time, Hyundai released a statement saying that, quote, "this litigation is unnecessary," end quote. The statement goes on to say, a subset of Hyundai vehicles on the road in the U.S. today, primarily BR trim or entry-level models, are not equipped with push-button ignitions and immobilizer anti-theft devices. It is important to clarify that an engine immobilizer is an anti-theft device, and these vehicles are fully compliant with federal anti-theft requirements. However, the lawsuit says that customers could get the theft prevention options only if they bought, quote, expensive trim packages having nothing to do with vehicle safety requirements. Moreover, it adds that any disclosure of the lack of an immobilizer was buried in charts that, quote, consumers generally do not receive, read, and or understand, unquote. In February, not too long ago, Hyundai and Kia released a software update for the affected vehicles, which activates an ignition kill feature after locking the doors. Also, the length of the alarm sound has been increased from 30 seconds to a minute, and owners will have to use the key fob to unlock the vehicle to make the key start the engine. Just a few days ago, the city of Baltimore joined in on this lawsuit, saying the companies created a public nuisance by making cars that can be easily stolen. Quote, Hyundai and Kia's decision to put cost savings and profits over public safety has had significant consequences for Baltimore and its residents, as it has in other cities. Cleveland, St. Louis, and Seattle are among the other cities that have joined in on this lawsuit against Kia and Hyundai. By the way, Baltimore also said this: the dramatically increased rate of Hyundai and Kia thefts in Baltimore has required city and police resources that would not have been needed but for Hyundai and Kia's deliberate failures. Car thieves, many of them teenagers, take advantage of these failures and engage in reckless driving, creating substantial safety risks to themselves and Baltimore residents and their property. This is a serious matter. In February, a 54-year-old man in Baltimore was killed after a man driving a stolen Hyundai was trying to get away from police, ran a red light, crashed into another vehicle, then killed this man, causing a vacant building to come tumbling down on both vehicles. So yes, there's a huge lawsuit against Hyundai and Kia. That's one thing. But now, two major insurance providers, State Farm and Progressive, confirmed they will no longer write policies for several Kia and Hyundai models. This means if you're looking to insure one of these vehicles and models, depending where you live, you won't be able to find coverage with these insurance companies. If you already have a policy with one of these insurance companies, they may not renew it when the term ends. In September of last year, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety reported that vehicle theft claims for Kias and Hyundais were nearly twice as common as for all of the manufacturers. Again, this was attributed to the lack of an immobilizer. I'm going to put in the description below all the models that were affected, at least the updated list of all the models affected. Do you own a Kia, a Hyundai? Are you concerned about this in the future, especially hearing the news that now insurance companies are refusing to insure certain models? Love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm Dave. Adios.
One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.